I love this fit for Richardson. I love the coaching scheme. I love the weapons around them, the offensive line. Like, this is my favorite pick of this mock. What's going down, Draft Network fam? It's your boy Ray G here to talk about my man Damian Parsons' second version of his 2023 NFL mock draft for fantasy football purposes. This is Mock the Mock, and I'm glad you are tapped into the show. We're going to do it a little different today. This mock was just released a couple of hours ago. I have not looked at it. I don't know where DP has these players slotted. So we're going to look at this together and go through these landing spots for fantasy football purposes. This should be fun. I'm excited to dive in. I don't know what he's doing. I'm just hoping we don't see Bijan Robinson to the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm tired of it. Stop doing it. I don't want to see it. But I'm glad you're tapped in. If it's your first time on the channel, hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe. That way, every time we drop a piece of dope content over here at the Draft Network, it's right there on your phone. You ain't got to look for it. It's right there. But as always, I'm glad you tapped in. Let's strap in. DP's 2023 NFL Mock Draft V2. Let's get it. All right, let's pull it up and take a look at what DP has for us here today. And it's got the Atlanta Falcons picking number 1 overall, the Houston Texans at number 2 overall. And yes, they need this position very much so. And they get, in my opinion, still the best quarterback in the country. Bryce Young, quarterback Alabama. We saw Davis Mills this past Sunday literally throw the game away for the Houston Texans, and he's not what they need for the future. He's not it. I don't care who you slot here. Bryce, CJ, Will, it doesn't matter. Anthony Richardson, give him a quarterback. Bryce Young to the Houston Texans. Love the fit. Might take some time as far as getting the appropriate weapons around them. Damian Pierce looks good, but Bryce Young to the Houston Texans would love this fit for fantasy football purposes. And at 3 overall, the Carolina Panthers 2 select a quarterback because Baker Mayfield is objectively not good. He is just, you look at Sam Darnold and PJ Walker and Teddy Bridgewater and Cam Newton, think it really can't get any worse than that. And then insert Baker Mayfield. It's bad. He's got DJ Moore on a milk carton. Christian McCaffrey's being slammed up the A-gap. They need something else. So thank goodness they take C.J. Stroud, the quarterback out of Ohio State, who was phenomenal once again this past Saturday versus Wisconsin. My thing, it's tough, y'all, because while it is 100% the right process, you always must scout the player, not the helmet. But Ohio State isn't helping us out as far as how these quarterbacks are performing in the NFL. And there will be question marks around C.J. Stroud, rightfully or wrongfully, about playing at Ohio State and how that system translates to the NFL. C.J. Stroud, number 3 to Carolina. I like it. I like C.J. Stroud. I think he's a damn good quarterback. So I think this would be a great fit for DJ Moore and for whomever else he'll be throwing the ball to in Carolina. At number 4, we got another quarterback off of the board. Will Levis, the quarterback out of Kentucky, to the Seattle Seahawks at 4 overall. Geno Smith, love the fact that he's been able to maintain a career, showing flashes at times, playing well at times, and also playing like Geno Smith in those other moments. I don't know if Pete Carroll is going to remain a Seattle Seahawk, the head coach for the Seahawks, but what I do know is you can't roll into next season with Geno Smith and Drew Lock as your 2 quarterbacks. Will Levis, just steady, man. He threw a couple of nice balls this past Saturday. I like it, man. I like the fit. I like the rushing upside, even though he hasn't done any of that this season. He's got a big arm. He's mobile, and I think he would be a right culture fit there with those Seattle Seahawks. So Will Levis at 4. Don't mind it at all, DP. At number 5, all right, DP has the Chicago Bears selecting Jordan Addison, my top-ranked wide receiver, officially in the 2022 class. Jordan Addison is that guy. I take him over Butte, JSN, all those guys. I just asked the question, man, and I'm just asking the question. I know we want to believe in players and believe in the talent, but I look at the Chicago Bears team, and I have no inside information. I'm just looking at every other rookie quarterback from the 2021 class and what those teams did around them to at least try to equip them with some weapons to succeed. Mac Jones, they brought in, they weren't good players, but Devontae Parker, Nelson Aguilar, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry. They drafted Tyquan Thornton in the 2nd round, at least trying to equip him with something to be better, right? Zach Wilson, they continue to upgrade the offensive line. They draft Garrett Wilson. They try to trade for Tyreek Hill. They draft offensive linemen. They're trying to help out their young quarterback. The Jacksonville Jaguars, everyone gave them crap about the contract they gave Christian Kirk, yet it's looking like the right move. Bringing in Zay Jones, bringing in over Evan Ingram. They're putting pieces around these young quarterbacks to be successful. And then I look at the Chicago Bears, who gave Justin Fields, Equanimeous St. Brown, Byron Pringle, and Velus Jones. I'm looking at this situation and thinking one of two things. One, it's the worst tank job I've ever seen because they're actually winning. They're 2-1. Or two, they don't believe in him long term. They don't want him to throw the ball. Threw the ball 11 times last week and 17 times this past Sunday. I'm just asking the question, would Chicago pull Arizona Cardinals? Would they pull hey, this guy isn't just our guy and we're going to take Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young if he falls? Just throwing it out there to spark a little conversation. But if they do take Jordan Addison, I guess I like the fit, but I don't know about Justin Fields. I'm still waiting to see, man. I got a lot of hope, but in fantasy football, hope is the number one killer of dynasty teams. I'm dealing in the right now, the present, the objective, and right now it doesn't look good in Chicago for Justin Fields or any of the pass-catching weapons in that offense, but they do need a better guy than Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. All right, let's scroll down the board, and the next offensive player that DP has coming off the board is Jackson Smith-Njigba, the wide receiver out of Ohio State, to the New England Patriots. We know Mac Jones needs a guy. My question is, there are reports that is a torn hamstring. I don't know how this impacts him long-term. He already wasn't the most athletic and most explosive receiver. I'd rather Addison in New England, but he went number 5 overall. JSN to the Patriots has got to be an upgrade over Parker, Aguilar, and Kendrick Bourne. So at least, again, a team and an organization trying to help their young quarterback. But quite frankly, I have no confidence in New England picking the right wide receiver because they just have yet to show an ability to do that. But I love the idea of JSN to the New England Patriots. All right, Philadelphia Eagles, they do not take Bijan Robinson. Thank goodness. The Dallas Cowboys, all right, here we go. At 19, Kayshon Boutte to the Dallas Cowboys at 19 overall. Listen, we know Dallas needs another weapon, man. Michael Gallup potentially returning, that ACL tear. With no Amari Cooper, it's like CeeDee Lamb or bust. So I think a player like Kayshon Boutte sliding into that Dallas offense with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup makes for a much better triplet of wide receivers. I love that, man. It's wouldn't be like top in the NFL, but damn, it'd be a lot better than rolling out Noah Brown and Daniel Hudson at wide receiver. Kayshon Boutte, 19 overall to the Dallas Cowboys. Give us somebody. I love it, DP. Thank you for giving us an offensive weapon because good Lord knows we need it in Dallas. All right, at 20 overall, the Cincinnati Bengals take the tight end out of Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. Just consistent, reliable. That's who Michael Mayer is. Cincinnati Bengals. I like Hayden Hurst, so kind of interesting to see Mayer go here. He's definitely an upgrade over Hurst, but I don't think Hurst has been bad. And I can see a world in which he continues to play well, and they just say, look, give you a little 2-year deal to stay here, but the opportunity to upgrade the tight end position, and Michael Mayer can do it all, right? He's a phenomenal blocker. He's got good hands. Maybe not the most athletic tight end, but you don't need that when you've got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. So the Cincinnati Bengals helping Joe Burrow with another pass-catching weapon. They probably need to help him with some offensive line play, but Michael Mayer to the Cincinnati Bengals, I think fantasy gamers would really like that fit. Bijan Robinson does come off of the board in the first round in DP's mock. Miami Dolphins select him at 23. Chase Edmonds had 2 touchdowns this past weekend. Raheem Mostert is old and always injured. Tua Tagovailoa taking a step forward. Miami Dolphins draft Bijan Robinson. Love it. It's just a great offense with Tyreek, with Tua, with Waddle, with Bijan. Would love the fit. I don't know if this is what Mike McDaniel does. I don't know if he's a running back guy. I don't know if he'd spend the capital in the first round to draft a running back. But if they get one like Bijan Robinson, difference maker for fantasy 101 in every single format. Anthony Richardson at number 25 to the Detroit Lions. I love this. Love it, love it, love it for A-Rich, who put those tools to work this past Saturday. 453 passing yards, passing touchdowns galore. He ran the ball well, showed off his legs, and really battled in a hostile environment in Knoxville, Tennessee on the road. They came up a little short, but there you go. There goes the tools. He put them to play. And the beautiful thing about this landing spot is I do not believe Anthony Richardson would be asked to start right away. It may be a Trey Lance situation where they've got Jared Goff. Jared Goff is playing fine ball. He's not playing great, but he's also not losing the Detroit Lions games. Gives Richardson some time to develop, to learn. I love this fit for Richardson. I love the coaching scheme. I love the weapons around them, the offensive line. Like, this is my favorite pick of this mock. Anthony Richardson to the Detroit Lions. Home run. DP, absolutely love it. Let's see if there's anybody else in round one. A new entry, the Buffalo Bills. Xavier Hutchinson, who just continues to ball out for Iowa State, giving Josh Allen another weapon opposite of Diggs. Gabe Davis, we'll see how that plays out. Dropped a touchdown pass this past Sunday. Should have hauled that in. But Xavier Hutchinson is a player. I love it, man, because at least this guy's producing, and we stopped putting Quentin Johnston up here, who's got 8 catches on the whole damn season, man. Like, it's just, like, I get it. Offense is bad, but I still want to see dominant players be able to dominate in less than ideal situations. Thank goodness no Quentin Johnston in round one. As much as I believe in the talent, you got to be able to produce at some point. Xavier Hutchinson is doing just that for Iowa State. So we got a new entry here. DP, love to call Xavier Hutchinson to the Buffalo Bills. And one more time, my favorite pick in this entire mock from DP was our boy Anthony Richardson here at 25 to the Detroit Lions. There it is. Another episode of Mock the Mock in the books. Damian Parson, shout out to DP. Make sure you click the link in the description to check out the entire mock because it's just awesome. And tap back in every single Monday as our scouts drop new 2023 mocks, and I'll be here to mock them. So if it's your first time finishing this thing, thank you. Let us know in the comments below what picks you like, what picks you didn't like, and what you look forward to seeing. Who are some players we're a little too low on or maybe a little too high on? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tapped in, man. Your boy GQ will be back later this week. I'm out. Peace.